by Termi and company.
I made it.
The way that they hold this post plan is just brilliant. I mean, Stax is holding an angle that I think a lot of players would be tempted to overswing, but he knows he has flashback up on Raptor, so he can just hold that crossfire, and it's still 1-2. Flashback gets the first kill, immediately drops down. That baits for Stax, because the other player is going to be looking for flashback. Things like this are what makes DRX so tricky. Now, I kind of like at the beginning of the round, like you were talking about, Asarai, that they're getting the information, they're clearing the utility, they're doing something.
I saw the DFM loss.
Our Talon early.
How bad was it?
But right now, DRX
should DFM be on TME timeout this year?
Call it tactical fundamentals. Nice. By tactical, I mean like small fight fundamentals, right? Yeah. Like strategic view, of course, they're good too, but yeah, right now they seem to be working well together.
Execution is just fast enough that, I was about to circle back to Talon. They already got the information.
Nobody won the secret DFM match.
Rotated more forces. It's a risk, but they needed more bodies to
they had
counter.
I'm pretty sure their guiding light pinged in mid.
Let's see what.
When they threw
we got
it into
another Sova.
The ropes.
Yeah.
People are listening to me.
Because I could like barely hear it.
There's a setup here. Yeah, flash out, the peek out as well, and Talon. They work best when they're the ones setting the tempo, setting the plays, and they get 2 HP away against DRX. Stax and Bucks, Buzz, not Bucks, Buzz are down. It slows down the push here from DRX, as they now have to forfeit that mid control. Ooh, nice shot. Okay, they might have to forfeit it now as Foxy9 was heating up, lighting the show. 2 kills. We slow down once again, but they did see where the spike was for the moment. Flashback now pushes up onto Raptors here. Has to deal with the tripwire. Breaks it down. Lenny waits patiently. Peeks. No one's here.
They wait for everyone.
Where could the rest of the DRX be? A-main hasn't been cleared up yet. They're waiting for something. The smoke is placed there for easier access for the 2 remaining players of DRX.
They still have a ton of util. Oh, they're second-guessing themselves here.
Very true.
I think they might be trying to get guns, to be honest.
That the spike's going to get planted for A. And they're just backing away. Yeah, they didn't. They're going to get confirmation now, but this is, I mean, they're still close, but this is time as well as ground lost.
Yeah, and they can use this camera to get info. Mako can paranoia in on the entry. Looks like they're going to try to potentially swing through screens. There's a trap wire there.
Slow the base down for now. Move on. Oh,
again, nice shot.
Flashback's been pretty solid with his clutch moments, but he guesses incorrectly with Jit Boys
thrifty win. Big win for Talon.
It's rough around the edges, but they get themselves a point on that board.
Yeah, that overstack
really good start.
Confuses Flashback. He's expecting
you can see already good things from Talon here.
From heaven there.
The triple swing up
That's
here.
Why he flicks back to it.
Swing out here.
Not prepared at all.
Yeah.
That's
good.
That's tricky. You're basically guessing a 50-50.
Yeah, look at
Great
that.
start here though,
good.
with that combo, the flash and peaks.
The dart was good.
Taking down 2 members early. Now Talon.
Breeze last match was one of the Velo maps of all time.
See if they can start stringing together.
That has been
some
really
DRX now
poor
has the Rolling
Valorant
Thunder. That was the other thing I was kind of wondering about at the beginning of that last round.
Across all 3
leagues.
Across all 2 leagues we've seen thus far, but I'm sure EMEA will deliver as well.
He had 1 more away from being in that Rolling Thunder, and now you've got 1 more.
How are you feeling, Yui?
On the other
Still
side,
tired? Any better?
So, kind of curious to see.
I'm tired.
How exactly DRX is going to implement these ultimates.
I sound weird?
Where that? Governor. Swing and a miss.
Got some damage.
Is that just my... Is that just like because I just woke up?
Didn't get the kill, so kind of tried to punish that Viper knowing that there aren't...
Watching Calming Court? Yeah, I mean, EMEA will... I'll watch every EMEA game because obviously it's on at a normal time for me. So EMEA will watch them all.
For DRX to re-encompass Garage.
The only EMEA games we won't watch is if there's another game on.
Any of his satchels anymore, as well as the showstopper. And Nate is available, but you can already see DRX very adamant, confident about this B play. I mean, it's with good intention because they're about to just get a couple of kills here. Mako finds Cruz. Here comes Talon wanting to punish, but DRX are just so good at
no vid today. I'm gonna aim to get a video up because the EMEA games start at 4 my time.
I'm saying this, but Bond strikes back.
Especially if DRX win a
2-0. Bond's alone. Stacks at the back of the site, 1 in front. Can he win the fight before he gets corralled by Buzz
by
coming around
DRX.
the corner? Absolutely
Okay, so
not.
this one, just a classic B post plant. They survived the breach ult, but 5v5 retake on B.
Utility to
Still
make
tough.
sure that site is going to be open enough for them to at least get the plant down.
To a save.
Thunder,
Big win
Paranoia.
to DRX.
Buzz blast packs in, but
Angel Yoru on Breeze. Come back, sign me up.
Governor had already
See,
bailed.
the thing is, we might actually get Angel on Yoru again, because I remember the artist says that he doesn't want to play Yoru.
Cyber Cage pops, he catches Cruz.
And he doesn't like playing Yoru, so
that
maybe.
you want in that retake.
One thing that I think has been the best about this tournament thus far is that the meta is very interesting.
Immediately taken out of that fight by Mako.
And
with that spray.
thus far on quite a
nice
few of the
job
maps,
picking up a
right?
couple big kills and giving Talon
I mean,
a potential, so
like last year at Lock-In when you saw Loud or DRX ran it on a couple maps as well, when you saw them run Harbor Viper, it was like, oh shit, this is good. You know, it was like, oh shit, that's good. Like, you know, they would really take it, and even when Fury run it against Fnatic, right, and took Fnatic to overtime, like it was like, oh, this is good. Why so late? Because I was up at fucking. I've had what, 6 hours sleep?
They're always in the right place, doing the right things, using their utility in the right spots, taking the right timings on their angles.
So far in this year's tournaments, I feel like, you know, we haven't seen anything that I would say like, oh my god, like that's the future. You know, there are some like, you know, this is, even this though, right, is different to what like we were before. You know, with no Sky and we've got a breach. Like, the Sky change has done kind of wonders in a way, because exactly what they wanted to do with the Sky change was basically make these double controller comps have a weakness. And now these do have a weakness, right? Now you don't have a drone in this comp, which is good.
But just, again, couldn't quite get it done. Now, Toxic Screen as they lurk forward.
Oh, that is a risk.
Oh, Jitboys gets one back though.
Get the trade though. Buzz, he's looking. Is he gonna find?
Bro.
Oh, just barely, but Jitboys exposed to Stacks as he comes closer into the site. Cruz just pocketing himself here in elbow. Tries to get in a little closer.
The flash
actually
is good,
works out
but
because he's paranoid. The short-sightedness, not going to be able to spot Mako from that distance, so he drops down.
But we got a short in a classic.
This is an eco. They are dealing good damage. But at the end of the day, Governor and
we might have enough money for an
a bit too far from the action. Flashback should be able to clean this up. And Lenny, he's got a shorty, man. So, I mean, like, unless he's got the most luckiest of shorty pellets for taking down a 100+ HP Flashback. Yeah, all he can really do is back away and just
all I'll say about that is, who do you think, well, who was playing in the first game?
I mean, that's
and the answer will become clear.
Very few, there's no world where that one happens. I mean, even Doctor Strange can't find that one. Wow. Yeah, it's tough, dude. I mean, I kind of like the. By the way, some of you might be wondering why like Mako threw that paranoia, and also it Stacks. Probably intentional, because Stacks
I really thought that
DFM
DFM might win that game, to be honest.
If there is one around that corner, so he doesn't mind.
Heretics might run Yoru. I mean, we've already seen a lot of Yoru, to be honest.
As well, potentially. So
like, running Yoru at this point isn't really a story.
Because he's nearsighted, even
running Yoru like well and doing some crazy stuff, that's kind of interesting, but it's an interesting life war.
Or, you know, Mako's just trolling Stacks. I don't know.
It also could be. They're pretty close.
They are. They're good friends. So it could be. Well, now you've got a ton of ultimates. You got Neural Theft, you got Hunter's Fury, you got Seekers, you got Cosmic Divide, you got Viper's Pit. Oh, Governor.
That's a leg. Yeah, absolutely. Nade for nade, though. Governor's going to have to back away. He does have a teammate holding Raptors here. Foxy9 exposed. They are leaving Ali a little bit vulnerable here for DRX to start pushing in. And it's DRX still coming in through, but Jitboys and Cruz.
Pretty good from Talon. So what happened in this one, it felt like, was DRX, you know, they had that good util, they had the flash, they came up here. They just got a bit bogged down. And that allowed everyone from Talon to kind of get across here.
This is something that a lot of good teams will do. That give
it was just
DRX
a firing
fans,
squad.
because DRX is a team that really commits to executes, for better or for worse sometimes.
But I just haven't seen this far. ISO.
That space to commit, we've seen it time and time again that they're with their timings, with their placements, with in terms of the angles they're supposed to hold and watch. All
have
those
we
things
seen a deadlock?
great.
I don't think we've seen a deadlock
hit them in the middle of it, slow it down. cause some disruption. They do struggle sometimes.
We have seen
to
a Sage.
recover.
PaperX played
I got to
Sage.
give Jitboys a ton of credit. He lurked from stairs in a smoke
And
for a
Loud
long
played
time
Phoenix.
and found the perfect moment to backstab and picked up 2 kills out of it. Really nicely done.
I just want to add to that too, right? This is the first time I think Talon has been able to properly use Governor's reaction and explosive shooting.
I'm lost.
Right, because every time we've seen him in previous
But yeah,
rounds,
I think everything else has been played at least once.
I think, as you mentioned, like overreaching. This time, able to work with the team.
I think anyone will play
allow,
ISO?
you know,
No.
players like Jitboys to feed off of that.
That's true. That's really true. Well, now, I mean, again, because that round went so fast, Talon's still sitting on a lot of ultimates.
A good Gecko.
Because that round was so
I think it's definitely... Some of the Geckos have been okay.
Make an escape.
They're not like completely awful.
Peace on out once he gets
contact.
It's still...
Oh my god,
this
the
could
cross.
be bad. Oh, just barely, and they actually try to
stayed.
force their way onto the smoke. It's a 1-for-1. Buzz, that's a little bit rough on the edges, and that's going to be Jitboys to punish. Lenny just comes in through all of the blindness. It's not going to work out. Flashback in a 2 versus 1.
30 seconds left.
2v1 against the
If
Null.
happen, it could be him. But Governor, just too quick to reposition,
nice.
pre-aims, shoots him down, and Talon are striking back.
And now you can
Who's
see
the best
that
Gecko so far?
starting to figure it out. I like what Cruz does here. As soon as those shots come through the wall, he realizes he missed the timing on the cross with his peaks, like you just said. So
just because he's managing to still frag, and he's still managing to IGL.
Well, I'm screwed. I might as well just try and fight.
Whilst playing Gecko, which I think most Geckos just can't.
And I love that.
Yeah.
And his util is okay.
Gets that neural theft off. That's huge.
Again, it's not amazing. It's not like
Governor with the op. Now starting to really
it's
solidify
crazy,
his
but-
defense as well for Talon. Having that op in their hands, dude,
But
so huge.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
and
good.
at this point, it just feels like DRX.
Something's Gecko?
Again, they have to try to deal
I mean,
with
the thing
that.
is with
Stacks
Something's
might
Gecko, of
might
course,
need to
he's a
start
bit
kind of
like
pinpointing where
he's
his
just
fault
too
might be
aggressive
hidden.
as a
I don't know
player
how
to
this is
play
gonna work
Gecko.
out,
I
but
think in
DRX
like
have
the
called
best
this
way, and I
timeout
think
maybe to
PaperX
address
as a
this
team are too
exact
aggressive as a
situation,
team to
exact,
play Gecko.
problem for them.
Yeah,
Kind of
I mean,
in the best
Stacks
way,
can
right?
land
Like
some good flashes as well. That maybe because it's a lot
in
harder
your
to turn a
theoretical
flash
version
when
of
you're
Gecko,
scoped
right?
in
You're
on
gonna
an op,
play
right?
a
Like,
slower
Very true, very true.
game just in
but
general,
You're absolutely right. Like a lot of this could,
because
a lot of it does.
you know,
fall on Stacks, or
obviously,
potentially Mako with the paranoias.
if
But
you can use the utility over and over and
start
over
doing
again,
something
like that's
about,
how you would play. But
Governor's op,
PaperX obviously
I'd be
still
even
play pretty
concerned,
fast. Something is
like,
very
Buzz,
aggressive.
Like, is, like, flying
DRX
through
take a
the air with his
timeout.
op that he's just gonna flick on the Buzz and kill him. You know,
I mean,
with how good he's been
Classic
this year.
DRX timeout when 4 of them
Governor's-
can buy.
feel
Sorry,
like Governor
classic
could
DRX
actually
save
do
when they
that
have like
Yeah.
4 people that can
Highlights
buy and
back
don't
in-
buy.
He's probably done it.
the good old days when
Yeah.
he was posting on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
Right, so
I
we got
can't
we
watch
got
every
4
video
people
he's
who
ever
can buy a
made,
gun. Just
Yeah,
Stacks who
I'm not-
can't.
Nobody
physically capable
But
of
Stacks
that
is our
every time.
IGL, so we don't buy.
Oh, Buzz though.
Just Stacks can't buy.
Okay, they play with the fault line here. He's not gonna get the quick contact,
Oh
but
my
even
God.
through the smoke,
So I got
that
the
is
kill, though.
huge. Buzz truly is a giver and taker. Thankfully enough, Jitboys, he's got the tripwires to get that trade 4-4. Back at least on that equal footing. Fortunately,
Okay, we got an Astral.
for Talon here, DRX cleanly take that A site. You can already see they're starting
And with
to
the camera
move
here,
up
and you
into
know they haven't
heaven
taken
just to
heaven,
make sure
this Astral
they
would
are
be
not
pretty
really
good.
just corralling themselves onto the site itself. Nade thrown right now from Governor as Jitboys gets closer and closer. Mako, is he going to push up? There it is, separation and angles. That cosmic divide is really used to full fruition, but the showstopper whiffs. Only one to remain.
Wow, and
Stacks plays around
DRX
the
can
corner,
win that
and Lenny
round. I
gets
mean, again, the
overwhelmed.
util here is
Talon,
pretty good.
sit down, DRX
Gets
is
the
still
first kill,
taking it.
but
Oh man, that showstopper
That's
just
rough.
went a bit too far. Governor there, I think, in the heat of the moment, trying to land that rocket in a sweet spot where it doesn't really hit him and it hits Stacks. And it doesn't hit Stacks too much.
Oh, that's
what a
why.
reaction. You know, Buzz just barely sees him. And that's enough for Buzz to do the damage. Love
Yeah.
the way that DRX sets up their defense, by the way. They've got Stacks on point with the Stinger. Mako picks up a rifle, moves back to the backside of the site
Yeah.
to cover that angle. Now, he gets spotted out and taken out.
I got 4 ults
But
this
then
round as
Stacks
well,
is
so.
also with the breach
This is
utility,
gonna be
so
tough.
It's two things there that
And they're
benefit
probably
them.
going to save if they
It's usually
lose. So if I'm
aftershock
DRX,
to cancel
I'm,
out
well,
the
not
paint shell
safe
push,
because it'll
buy
be...
a little bit of extra
oh, no, yeah,
time.
I'll be trying to look.
Really good stuff.
If I'm
from
DRX,
Stacks in
I'm
that round. I mean,
I'm
obviously
sending
clutch
these
too,
2
that
ults
helps.
at the very least. If not adding this into it.
Indeed it does. I also love having the double controller here on Split because you allow yourself to just be able to do this. You know, use that Omen to start plugging up
4-stack on
these
B.
tinier angles so that you can just
If they
slowly
get hit by a
leave
breach
them
or
there, get yourself better map control, and that allows for even better pinch play here from DRX. Oh, hold on.
Oh my
Governor,
God.
what? Dude is unhinged. Whoa. I mean, we talk about this. He pushes out once again, gets punished. And this B side, DRX, they're going to be more confident just taking it. Lenny's by himself, holding this, and he Iron Man his way into a victory. Maybe. He does get a couple of kills. Probably making Jetboy's job.
Now this should be impossible to win as long as Sex is alive.
Down to 5 bullets. Repositions. He's down to 2. Oh my God, he gets back into cover as well.
Mako's low as well.
Do now is just fine where Mako
cold.
is. Patience is a virtue, and Jetboys has it in spades. The clutch is absolutely phenomenal.
DRX. That is bad from DRX.
From Jetboys. Unbelievable stuff right there.
Yeah, 1v4.
I mean, his ability.
You know what the problem with this is? It's Stacks.
Just time all of that so well.
Just take
Throws
3v1.
that extra smoke
Like
down to
you
give
know
him
where he
just
is as
enough
well in a
cover, potentially, if there's
1v3.
somebody
Like
up on
that's
Raptors when he
almost
drops.
impossible to lose.
Lenny getting a big kill in here, but this first one's nice. It's clean.
Like just fight him.
Stacks
Just fight him.
run,
Why are you running back to
catches
B
the
main?
shoulder of Foxy
Just
9
fight
there,
him.
and
And
this
then
neural theft
Foxy 9, of course, in classic
gives him all
Foxy
the
9
info he
fashion.
needs.
He then just
Here's
swings
the
it on his
reload.
own.
Wait. And Mako was already so low.
Imagine if... I mean, imagine if his Mako wasn't low at all, right? Those body shots would have been for nothing.
Yep.
But he was. Oh. It's a great day for Valorant.
It is a good day.
Oh, there you go. That's the punishment that we're looking for. Governor, now he's the one that was patient. Now he's the one that gets rewarded for just holding his trigger finger and chilling out. Oh no.
Oh, this is...
Cruz. Judge waiting. Oh, actually gets pretty punished by Foxy 9 here. Quick on
You
the
gotta
pull.
pit this.
Look at that. DRX, they got the whole
100%
enchilada in terms
pit
of
this.
ultimates.
Why isn't your Viper's pit out? Why isn't your Viper's pit out?
Okay,
Why did it take that long?
Oh, you got the spot on the Viper.
he is. Oh, Lenny's already here on the site, but Decay, of course, always something that you have to be worried about. That makes the players, the leftover players,
This will be a
Talon here,
horrific
a
save as
really
well.
bad
though.
spot. Ban trying to
They
find the
well,
one
not
that's
a
not
save, but
inside the pit.
they won't have it by
He
a thought.
falls down. Jetboys cannot replicate.
But DRX
Did
probably
that last
will
round.
get the
Too much control here from DRX.
I just had to laugh because I heard Stacks yelling on the stage. Just
Yeah, they
Without
got one Vandal.
bit of a cowboy.
Bulldog,
yell.
Like we're
Sheriff.
so close to the action.
I know, yeah.
Not even a Bulldog.
I mean, you know,
Stinger,
having a little
Stinger.
fun up there.
Yeah,
But
pretty
yeah, still
rough.
a ton of ults. I mean, DRX,
And DRX have
other
4
than
ults.
pit, nothing else needed. Foxy, by the way, after he got pinged, played this really nicely.
Ooh.
They were able to call in some reinforcements to make sure Lenny couldn't find him, and then he backed out on the recon dart that came through so it wouldn't ping on him again. I really like that little micro movement. Oh, here we go, fast. Oh my god.
Fire in the...
In what? In what?
Oh.
Okay, Rolling Thunder's activated here. Aftershock. Wait, it's not the Aftershock that stops them. It's actually the Snake
That
Bite
Stacks
here
just flash? Stacks just flashed them, I
from
think.
Foxy 9 himself, from the looks of it. Either that or maybe Cruz had
Okay,
a
they got
gravity
rid of a
ability
Razor
made.
and a
I heard
Breach
there
ult.
was
They
too many
survived it.
abilities being popped.
It's kind of crazy.
I was unsure
On an
which
eco.
one really hindered the motion onto the A side here for DRX. They do find Lenny. DRX
Nailed that.
readjustment is just to go straight onto A heaven, and they were not aware of this. This could turn sour right now, as it is only Cruz and Bond separated, gutted. Jetboys alone. That neural theft exposes him. And he's only got a Sheriff into things. He's gonna look for first contact, but he can't even find that.
Okay. DRX, I mean,
love
yeah,
this
just looking like
positioning
a...
from
I mean,
Band
Talon
in
doesn't look
anticipation of
awful.
the showstopper.
They look
Just like kinda we
okay,
saw
but
earlier with
DRX
Jesse,
just
maybe
kind
we
of...
saw it and thought,
they're
I
just a
can
bit
kinda do
better,
that
which,
too.
again,
Instead
for
of
all the
just sticking
DRX
instead of a
doubters,
judge,
this is pretty much
but in a
exactly
forward
what...
position to catch the raise
you know,
after the second blast pack
this
in
was
the
what
air,
was going to happen.
while the showstopper is out. So really, a cute little position. And if it was the
Also, how do we go
snake
from worst match
from
of the year
Foxy
compared to
9,
the
it might
match
have
of the year
just been a
compared to
reaction
yesterday?
to
Oh my
Band's
god.
position.
Even the Furia coach.
Yeah,
you need to deal with that.
Because I was seeing everybody from
like
DRX.
I don't know if you saw it, but there was a tweet from the Fury coach who said like that game was shit.
Which ability was
there was so much chaos.
There was so much.
How my pick'em's going? Not great for Pacific. America's only got one round. DRX gonna fake Paper X if they win, so it doesn't matter. Could do.
Very cool. Very calm. Just says we don't have to really risk this.
Who would they need to win the play-ins to not have that happen?
It works.
If you're rooting against that, which I guess I kind of am.
Oh, so
you would need.
The girl on the right came from Jeju, so please.
Who's in Group A?
To, like, show her good games and win.
Is that far?
You'd need like what? Zeta to win?
Jeju Island, yeah.
Okay,
Fuck, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Sorry, my pronunciations.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I only know that because my mom actually went there for vacation, so it's like, oh, you should really go there. You don't have to have a visa to.
You need Zeta or Global
really nice
to like
go.
go.
Especially the Black.
Yeah, that's not fucking happening.
Yeah.
But then again,
all right.
I'll probably be Talon, I think, to be honest. It could be Gen G.
Well.
Yeah, there's going to be a chance that Paper X and DRX play each other, because whoever's coming from Group A in the play-ins is not fucking winning the play-ins, because Group A is
for all the viewers out
rough.
There. Yeah, come on over, go to Jeju, eat some good seafood. It's a very nice place. Yeah, all right, well, pistol round, flipping sides.
Nova Scotia, why are you awake? Do you sleep?
Shelter could break the tripwire. No, it didn't.
It didn't.
Are you just still up?
Maybe expected it a little closer to the door.
Look at that.
Or did you go to bed early?
It's elongated. But nobody's there to receive it, though. So even if Governor might not actually die from this, which he does not.
Lives to kill one with the 6 months. Hello.
Hello, TMV.
Hello.
A slow retake rotate
now,
here for DRX, as you can
the
see
late
they're kind of
lurk,
aware that somebody could be lurking, and Jet Boys is there. Flashback on first contact. This is going to be timely, but flashback goes down. Governor gets the fight onto Stacks.
That's tough.
And this is going very much sour for DRX. Does not turn away, or other Fox United, excuse me. Buzz making a dang good case of just get out of my base. Smoke is there. They're gonna have to push it to smoke unless they have something to deny it, which I don't think they do. So DRX just straight up
lucky.
Ooh, just barely.
I was like, what? Just an inch, a millimeter, a centimeter?
He like shot. That was great.
I don't have a class I would binge VCT all day. Unfortunately, my uni started the same day VCT starts.
That's like
tough.
A vertical or a horizontal line.
That is tough. Imagine still being in school.
And all of these were kind of close too.
Cool.
If I were you, I would just simply not
Talon
go.
On each of the contacts were neck and neck.
Yeah. That was a really good round.
There's my alarm.
Well done by Talon.
11. I got it before
really
my alarm.
They're able to kind of, after a very rough start, able to really start bouncing back.
Yeah.
Get their feet underneath them. Well, now DRX is back in that same situation that Talon was previously, but completely different, like, look here, right? They're not gamble stacking.
I'm old enough to have children in high school. That is incorrect. I'm old enough to have...
See if they can turn this round on its head.
I mean, probably a child.
I mean, as long as you can have those smokes and, you know, the long-reaching fault line of stacks.
In today's economy?
There's always a chance where you can punish
very greatly a child?
The pistols.
In today's economy?
That's true. Very true. So if they can get it done, well, that's a nice piece of work from Van.
Marshall in hand as well. They have a lot of utility to clear out corners right now. Cruz, he's going to get pushed. All right, that's a trade. So B main has been given up, but the rest of Talon actually maneuvering their way onto A main. You can see that Flashback has pocketed himself into the corner there, but this dog sniffs out his position, and he was forced to reload. Unfortunately, no chance to fire another shot. And there's some awkward moments here for Talon, and DRX is gobbling up these punish kills.
If they can get,
with a Marshall.
If they can get 2 more kills, that would be big.
Looking for some behind the screen, trying to delay a little, or trying to buy a little bit of time here. Governor, though, has a Phantom.
Close. He's 79, so there's a chance. If they allow Mako to just go, jeez, he's fault line, man. DRX is too good, and this is actually working into a very doable situation. My
That's
God,
the 2 kills they wanted.
Round. Mako's not looking at the
okay,
right
they got rid of 1 rifle, so that's pretty good by DRX with just classics.
Cost indeed. That's a tough one. I mean,
4
Mako
kills.
there snags that ghost and puts it to just fantastic use. And again, the patience here for DRX, the communication, between these players. You know, Mako and Stax playing together for so long now. Just able to work together so nicely to make this such an expensive round for Talon. Yeah, they get it done. But that is...
Oh, they force up. So this is what I was talking about yesterday.
They would have liked to have held
right.
on to.
4 of us died, so let's just buy.
Armors. DRX, on the other hand,
just go
went
for
full armor. A little bit worried, I think, about maybe somebody grabbing an outlaw or something potentially, but...
What if I just won?
No dice on that, at least.
Nah, not this time.
Yeah. Governor actually double satchelled already onto Rafters, but they haven't really pushed up just yet. So there's some delays that are being done here by DRX as to why we're seeing Talon not really full commit. They're slowly able to just clear a couple of these tripwires and such, but no kills just yet, no big damage onto anybody. It's really just a show of force on both sides. And Talon, as now they feel like there's too much heat on A, they're trying to re-encompass somewhere else on the map.
They have an escape route now, as Foxy9 had completely abandoned ropes. They're actually going to check it, realize that he's gone. Now they have a decision to make. Do they re-aggress towards A? Or are they going to shift back over to B?
Hey, no one from DRX, I think, could hear the rope
we
here.
Know it's a slightly better decision. Foxy9 at the ready.
Ooh,
oh my
ouch.
goodness.
Alright, he can't throw that snake bite anymore to stop them from coming in. It would have been nice if it comboed with the smoke of his, but it's not.
Hey, still got Mako pushed up here.
What can 1 HP do? I mean,
nope, Mako's dead.
Could be something.
And this is why you buy in this situation. Right? Just win the fucking round.
3 players of DRX still alive. Smokes from Cruz dissipating. Flashback Stacks and Buzz slowly creeping up. Jinkoy punishes the first on the peak.
It's gotta be a save. You gotta save here.
Last 2 might be forced to just back away. Played a save game.
Yeah, kind of has to be. Just another great piece of decision making.
So I still believe in my America's pick'ems. I don't believe in any pick'ems.
Really
I do.
Well thought
I just
out,
pick
taking
games.
Their time, reading the space,
I don't care about
sitting
them
behind
that
that toxic screen, recognizing that nobody on DRX is
I mean, if you're
aggressive.
asking me, like, based on what you've seen from the teams, do you think they'll go correct? I don't think that my Cloud9 over NRG pick is going to age terribly well.
Yeah. And then instead, they just take their time,
I think EG could beat G2. I think that I'm kind of cooking with that.
Head right towards Foxy9.
We might have a game. Hold on. What if Talon beat DRX?
DRX, no.
I didn't really consider that possibility, but what if it happens?
Noise on ropes.
Yeah.
I did realize that DFM is still win us. You don't need to tell me.
Allow Foxy9 to anchor B. But yeah.
I think you're right.
Will my Pacific Preds end up 100% wrong? No, I've got a couple,
they're
right?
Trying to set a trap for Talon,
but just not many. 100% wrong is almost as, I mean, that's almost as impressive as 100% right is 100% wrong. Because it's still difficult to be 100% wrong.
One-way smoke here for Mako.
No matter what you pick.
I do like the budget smoke on the entrance of B main that stops anybody from DRX actually pushing aggressively. Bit expensive though in terms of util.
It's kind of a give and take.
Like, you'd have to be a massive DFM fan in Pacific.
Extra space control worth it? So far, yeah. Sort of. Cruz stuck behind the wall. Just a lot of delay tactics.
Ooh, there were some blind reads here from DRX, so they were getting a little bit antsy as they try to reposition. Stacks running for dear life. Fault line does give them some information.
Any util when we go in randomly swing in mid?
Sorry, not Fault line.
On our own?
Theft gives them that information. Dog, Stacks can't hold it. He was trying to do as much as he can to give maybe Mako some.
It's a nice try. The flash
just
slightly missed.
But that B site.
It didn't miss everyone, but it just missed
ripped apart. Ripped open.
Exactly. It's basically round over. I mean, you're hoping that.
After what I just watched, DFM are never winning a game again ever.
Ready for it. No problem.
That is how it works.
Get the kill. And now,
I mean,
flashback.
Team Secret looked awful in their first game.
This might actually turn.
So if Team Secret looked
if they
awful,
overreach to do so.
Look where Lenny is though.
Yeah.
He got all the way.
And
towards
they
spawn.
beat DFM 2-0.
They started playing far from each other. They do not want to allow Flashback to string these kills very quickly. Cruz.
Yeah, I think what's worrying for Pacific is all of these teams that I thought would be kind of like...
I mean, it's I'd say the only thing that I thought it was a little
all of
bit
the
weird
teams
about that round
that
was
like I
Buzz
thought was going to be in that middle of the
pushing out.
pack
Snake might have been
kind of
sitting
thing.
There,
Yeah.
and I think he was trying to
A lot
catch
of them
him on
look
a
shit.
timing, and instead they're just ready for him. Like they're expecting it.
Or certainly not as good as you
knows
might
that
have
then-
hoped.
Ooh.
You know, Gen G, they look better. Talon, they look
just
a lot
doing
better than
there
I thought. So there's like some
Dog
hope.
caught a
You know, there's still some teams that
glimpse
are
of
giving
it
us
well ahead of
hope, like
time.
Gen G
Stacks
and
trying to
Talon.
clear it.
And T1 look good.
I was just about to say the paranoia hit nobody.
Yeah.
From Mako. It just went under their feet.
But then
Wow,
your,
bit of a miss
you know,
on the paranoia there.
Yeah, they could hit something
RRQ
too,
looked
in
kind
terms
of eh.
you
It's
know,
not,
value.
I don't want to believe in
this, you're
RRQ
back to
anymore.
one
I'm
away
sick
from
of
the
believing in
showstopper and
RRQ.
Seekers.
They're
So
just
a
the
couple
same
big
team.
ults. Clear that tripwire.
Oh, Underspirit as well. Mako's just running. Oh my gosh.
Oh
Dip
my
in and
god.
dip out. Shrouded step. Safe. But no one committed into the. Actually, no. There was
You
one
fell
committed
asleep
inside.
during
Let's go.
700 Thieves, though.
Got punished
It
for that
was a
one.
great game.
It was just. too
You'll
much
have to watch my
kerfuffle.
video
Lots of confusion. 4 to 5.
later today.
Talon back on the drawing board as they try to re-hit mid.
Yeah, Buzz trying to buy a little bit of attention for Foxy and yep, there you go. Stacks and Foxy. Great job there by Buzz.
Cleaning them up. It's so easy when, again, they don't have that sword or spear tip that is Governor. And them losing all of their bargaining chips as to where they can threaten this map really reduces the efficacy of what Talon
Which game has been my favorite thus
trying to
far?
achieve.
The 700 Thieves
Now
game
it's
was
just Ban
good.
and Cruz to
The
remain.
Send Loud game was good as well.
They're walking their way up onto Beheaven here.
I would say it was
Stacks get
700
spotted.
Thieves. I think that was
He's not
probably the
gonna
best
fight
game
force
so
the
far.
fight. They're afraid that, again, he has a flash of horror, a fault line, but Stack don't care. He just pushes. He wants his own kills. He wants his own highlights. And he pockets his own teammate into the corner there. What a mad lad.
And not just because
Buzz
obviously
finishes
it's
it off,
700
and
Thieves,
DRX,
but
finally. It's another one after a few.
Yeah, and I like the little change in mid there for
Letting you
DRX.
use
This
tough
time
for the
they
NA
throw the
fixtures.
poison cloud.
yeah.
You know, Buzz makes some
It's
attention
rough
at
this
male,
year.
switches over to the other side, makes some more
But
attention.
America's on a
That
break now.
completely
Which
draws
is
Talon
nice.
in for the double fire from Stacks and Foxy9. So nice selfless
We can
play
just
here from
focus
the
on,
duelist for DRX. That nets
EMEA
them
for
2
a
big
bit.
kills. Then at the end,
New VOD channel
scoops up 1
dropped.
for his troubles.
That dropped. I mean, it's been there for a
Very
while now.
nicely done.
I forgot
Now
to upload the
DRX.
VOD. Fuck.
Taking a
Whoops.
bit of a lead. Very, very small.
I'll
I
do
was just
that.
about to ask if Governor might have, you know,
I'll do that.
um,
I'll do it after this
fat
stream.
fingered
I'll do it, bro.
or committed his showstopper here, but it's not really. Now he will be. He's chasing Buzz. He knows he's down there somewhere
on, Talon.
ropes. Come here, boy. I want you. But he gets Foxy9 as collateral. I mean, sure, you don't get the first target, but if it's Foxy9 that you
But Foxy9
get
will give it to you for no problem.
you know, compensation, why the hell not? Buzz
Okay,
is
it's a
choosing
reactive
to get that
breach
trade
ult.
onto Governor, and this is going blow
I mean, Cruz
for
is
blow
in B
between
main.
the two teams, and nobody is letting up. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, the timing.
Cruz. Oh my gosh.
They damage each other as well. Look
Your
at
boys just found
how
a
much
kill.
equal the changes or the
Been there.
trades have been. Mako's at the back of the site, Stacks coming in. They're really chasing down onto Mako here, which could allow Stacks
Oh,
to
no.
sneak one in. They haven't spotted him. They haven't spotted him at all. He does get the one. Cruz trades.
Down B.
Now Cruz is alone. He does have his divide, which could allow him
30
some bit of
seconds left.
safety here. 30 seconds. He looks for a fight first
want to
before he
fight
tries to do anything else. Before he drops the wall. Now he knows. One in the front, one in the back. Repositions first, 15 seconds, 7 bullets. What a hard-fought battle here for Cruz. He might not even be able to win this.
Oh my God.
He gets it.
Oh my god, no way.
Chance. Coming around, Mako
Oh.
is successful.
Oh,
What a fight.
I'm just like, there's so many, like, just small pivotal moments that could turn this round around. When Buzz is running away from Governor, I went, oh, because I liked that Foxy9, like, took one for the team there. Like, he stood expecting that Governor's first, like, idea of where he's going to be looking when he comes up these ropes.
Yeah.
Not this one. But when he's coming up those ropes, is that he's going to be looking for...
Yeah,
Buzz
which is
trying to go out
fine
the
if he's
door
in this
on the
close
left,
corner,
right?
Baperton. Like, if
Foxy
he's
by
here,
standing
yeah, that
off
makes
angle,
sense, and you're
there's a
hoping he'd
chance I
run
can
past
kill
you
him
and get a
before
kill,
he gets
but
to shoot the showstopper, or maybe
being
he
out in the
fires
open
it
and
as
just
he's going
looking
up
at
to
him.
try to kill Buzz.
Yeah.
Instead, he's the one who
maybe
pays
he
the
should
price.
just
And
run
it's
away
kind
as
of like
well.
Sort of selfless play there, I think, from Foxy.
Okay.
To like,
Yeah.
potentially, but I think Buzz might have gotten out of there anyway in time. It's hard to say for sure, but
I feel like he could have as well.
I think
Dying
he was
is
kinda
never
out,
good in this
but
game.
It's hard to say.
Unless it's to
like
win a round.
You know, that kind of plays, it feels like you're just trying to hold the sun in your hands. Right?
And that's Foxy's style, man. So.
Yeah. We're trying to play with fire.
Being the first death in a round is never a good
But I think
choice.
Foxy might have thought there wasn't enough time for Buzz to get out, potentially, but I'm not sure. That's just my guess.
You can ask them.
I could. I probably will.
We will. Don't worry, guys. We got you if you're also wondering. Governor is just so nearby.
And you say very insightful. Oh yeah, what a hot take that is.
Get any clear sight. Now,
what a hot take that is, DMV.
Fault line,
but then these teams still fucking run Aztecs all the time.
Heat onto Governor here.
They're still happy to play 4v5s.
But Talon really hasn't done anything else elsewhere on the map.
To maybe get a sight.
Spots him. I wonder if Foxy did the same thing as well.
It's gotta at least be in the back of your mind now that Talon's saved.
Bro, I wish my Vandal glowed sometimes.
They're just flirting with the edges of Governor's vision. And it's oh so close. Trying to inch their way in towards A. Spike's over there too, so DRX starting to fall back a little bit. Mako, he's in quick.
Whoa! That's a catch onto Governor too. Having any
10 seconds left.
form of, again, meaningful map control here, and this is just gone to the
time.
Talon.
Thankfully, Foxy panicked again and gave him a
kills with this operator of his on attack, but it hasn't, and they could take away the last gun. That was bad. And Stacks, he's been on point every single round.
This is
DRX 3 in a row. Talon have a timeout.
2024, 2023 was. Statistically speaking,
perfect buy.
his worst year ever, just straight up. And, you know, obviously for him, as the IGL, a lot of pressure in that regard, a lot of mental pressure.
DRX was still in their standard defensive setup, and there was 15 seconds left in the round.
Yeah. But still, for him to come in looking like this, seems like he's a lot more freed up. Seems like Governor to try to do a little.
No flash though.
Yeah. Oh, the counter swing by Buzz.
Doesn't matter. I mean, reduce fire rate. Okay.
Come on, man.
I was just about to hype Governor right now. I'm going to have to hype Flashback.
That's not fair.
Yeah. Dude just has an
Standing
insane sixth sense. Even that, he's going to be able to get the byproduct of a neural theft. Hello, I see you. Map exposed. All plans for rotation. Very much known now to DRX. A minute on the clock, sure, but damage be done by Flashback.
Let's see. Okay, Foxy is kind of turning his attention back towards the rope. I'll say Cruz is trying to sneak underneath DRX's senses, but seems like they're somewhat aware of it. Oh, the timing. I like that.
Might not have spotted where Foxy9 was, especially with the leap of the Trailblazer, so Cruz still has his work cut out for him, but it doesn't matter. He opens it up, and this is where Flashback needs to dig deep. Or does he?
Left.
The fault line actually hits a couple of the members of Talon on Heaven. A smoke from Mako to give Flashback a little bit of kickback here at the site, so he has some safety here, a pocket paper thin. Jet Boys finally finds him, but the trade for trade happens. And this is so messy.
Oh, he made noise.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, he can still get into the site. He's aware that somebody could be Heaven. But they're all here at the back of it. He's got a paranoia. Finds one.
Hey, Talon, big, massive win for them. I mean, they couldn't really afford to lose that round.
These are messy rounds.
Well, it's weird because the previous
Cannibal
round
came down
was
to this fight. It was a weird position he kind of put himself in, to be honest. I think they might have been better off going for the old double up on site.
And this round, like, Talon,
rather than staying in Heaven
early,
here.
but then they set up Cruz
just because it's a weird thing where you know that there's people kind of in A main and people could come up mid on you. Like, it's just an awkward spot, as you kind of saw that he was worried about multiple things. Like, anytime you're in that spot, just get out, right? He probably could have just put up his wall.
I think Cruz might have just spotted.
Come back here, you still got the camera in Heaven, so you'll know if they come there. Wow.
Well, love it. It's an innocent
so Cruz just sitting here every round pretty much. He's lurking towards B, so you know you can find that kill.
Trigger everybody from Talon to just pull it up onto the A site, which could allow Flashback to find his rhythm, to get his highlights.
You get out here.
He does get the first kill onto Lenny.
You get out.
Boys, off-cap kill onto Stacks, and he finds Governor through the smoke. That's the spike down. This is going horribly wrong. Ban is alone. He's got a Trailblazer, but that's not going to be enough. He's also just, you know, trapped into a bowl of the backside of A here.
Trolling.
Maybe he can wiggle his way out. That's going to be something important for him. Foxy9 has gone and pushed up onto A main, but if Ban can slowly work the defense here, it could actually be very doable right now, Peeper.
He needs the help here, does Mako. So able to get that spot.
He saw him. Patience is the virtue.
Literally just...
Doesn't want to bite.
Thank God.
You know, don't want to bite the hand that feeds. He's playing this.
He's gonna try to double swing him here, I think.
Yeah, patiently as he can. Oh, just
Why did it take him so long?
timing as well as he
To do
peeks
this.
up onto A main.
Like the spike's in a horrific... Like he has to come this way for the spike, pretty much.
It's a good call there to stack, because it was a position where if you give him the off angles, he actually has a chance to make that work if the timing isn't impeccable. That's a good call from those two. Love the off the rip showstopper. You don't see that. That's why I was kind of guffawing there.
Wow.
That Buzz was doing that. He doesn't do that a lot. And
Maybe
so for him to go that aggressive,
yeah,
you love to see it.
taking a page out of the book.
Okay, timeout Talon. I'm surprised they didn't take one after
Absolutely.
losing 3 in a row.
A good page to take, because Governor's pretty good.
12-9.
Add it to your arsenal. Another one there from Flashback. He saw the barrel on the edge of the smoke, and he's like, free kill, free second kill for me. Crazy stuff. This is just going to the wire.
And the thing I love about Flashback is
Also
he seems
DFM
to, when
losing?
he's anchoring
What
the
do you
site,
think?
especially on this Cypher, seems to be at
You
least
know I love it.
one.
I'm not going to watch it. That's going to be the
Always
first game I
finds a way
refuse to
like,
watch.
scoop one in,
I
whether
don't
it's,
want
like,
to watch it.
playing a cheeky angle or just buying a ton of time with his smokes and his utility and stuff like that, playing off his own utility. Like, he's a really good Cypher player. And that's a really huge asset for DRX to have. They've never really had somebody since King who could
wasn't that
play
bad?
Cypher well.
Yeah,
It's
but
always been Killjoys.
I said DFM, win a game.
Or just try without.
Win a game,
Maybe
DFM.
chamber here and there
Then
for us
I'll
during
watch.
the chamber meta, but
But, you know, this is Cypher's revenge arc. Everybody was just killing him. And now with his upgraded tripwires and everything, with Flashback and the controls,
Stay hit with the wall.
dude.
Sometimes
is
this can be a fake. It's
nigh
a pretty
unstoppable.
popular fake to
Ooh,
run, so...
Governor. I think he's just going to YOLO this. He's already 70 HP, right? No! The YOLO actually works. He can get a secondary on Buzz at the back of the site. Oh!
Stinger OP.
let's go.
The run and gun.
Spike planted.
I love it.
Yeah. That's what the Stinger does.
This is a
I
clever...
love it.
This is actually a nice
That
call
stuff
to
just
actually just
makes
run
my heart
the
happy.
actual exec on this. You see so
It
many
kills many
fakes with this
not me.
wall
Oh,
that
yeah.
you see... These two didn't move.
I have not said.
We just had a 5v3 with an
said
Astral in
those
there.
descriptive words, but Talon, reckless abandon onto A.
Also,
Sure, why not? Go for broke. I love the confidence.
Really?
I love the play calling from Lenny.
Oh, they're pushing at the back of the site right now. Cruz has supplemented a couple of smokes so that Jet Boys can play comfortably at the back of things. You know, playing similar to
you
what
know someone's
Flashback
going to
did.
be having.
And
Got the
they don't
Astro
really
alive
need
as
to face
well.
this.
Come on.
He
Yeah,
has a
it's
gravity well.
Yep.
He's not even using it too early, too. There it is. Scoops it up. 10 to 12. Talon. Slightly expensive as Lenny drops down. 10 12, yeah.
I just love
I
Governor.
mean, now,
just, like,
what
being
are
like,
we
well,
doing, DRX?
Go big or go home.
One person can't buy, so we
Just
save,
full
right?
on-
Yep.
Just full on send it right around that corner. And Flashback, you know, I say he's usually good for one. That one was so crazy it caught him off guard.
Enemy remaining.
He was not ready at all for Governor to just be diving straight on the site.
Let's go, Jet Boy.
Yeah, let's go.
Absolutely.
Rolling Thunder, Hunter's Fury.
Yep,
It's gonna
4
be set
people
up
can
for
buy,
this
so
Hunter's
let's
Fury.
save.
That's what I'm always kind of curious about.
Save, save,
biggest
save,
spot on
save,
Split
save.
with these Sovas is
One
like
guy
you
can't
never get
buy.
to see Sovas on Split.
Yeah.
It's like, how do they use stuff like the Hunter's Fury? Like, the drone and the recon darts make sense. They're
When will they
usually
learn that this is a
pretty-
fucking shit
There's
idea,
just not
especially when
enough
it's
space on
12-10?
Split. Where,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
At least now it's your other thing that's
Like, I mean, just like if you think about this logically,
We're
in a
sure
way,
that can be used if
right?
Lenny survives
That's a
long
really
enough.
good
if you
point.
lose
Yeah,
this
that's
next round,
probably
you'll get a
mostly
bigger
what
loss
you'd like
bonus
to
than
use
you
it for.
got
It's
for
supposed to be
this
fun to
round,
pick with your drone or something.
right? And you're gonna force up no matter
Most
what. So if you
DRX
just
are
swap
playing
them
it.
around and use your full buy
Are
now,
they playing the same thing that Talon did on
you'll
mid?
just have a better
Oh,
buy overall.
Trailblazer gets some contact here, and this is actually going very awry.
What?
Down mid.
It even just coaxes the showstopper out of Governor. A very expensive round here for Talon. And he's down to 10 HP. I mean, this is very workable for DRX. They can actually re-encompass mid, start picking up the rifles, and then just maybe do something. Oh, Stax wants to peek that. You saw he wanted to.
Yeah. And he said he's the Rolling Thunder.
He uses the ult,
Oh, wow.
cancels the plan.
There's actually a world where they lose this, and they might have actually done. Governor's 10 HP, and he's spotted down on mid. Why didn't he just push with the rest of his team? But because of that, DRX, what a round, Stax! Rolling Thunder.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, DRX. How are my pick'ems? Are they that bad? How many points am I on? I'm on 20 points. Who's winning our group? Two people. How many? What's so 7? No one is on. No one in our group is perfect. This guy, the fast flying fairy, who subs sometimes, just got Rex wrong here. Unlucky. And it's Jova Jackson 02. Also went Rex. Let's check the Americas as well. I'm on 40 points. I'm doing pretty fucking well. I just got this wrong here. Fury MIBR. That's the only one I got wrong. In the group, we do have Santos is on fucking full. H. Mortimer. Quite a few people are on full. All these people picked MIBR to win a game. Crazy. Even fucking Ben 10. Okay. DRX win the first map. We go to Ascent next. Talon play Ascent before. I think DRX will play a boring comp.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
They did. They played a boring comp. Bruh? He? Ha. I don't know how else you say that. Thanks for the 2 months. Explain how you got your username. Okay, I'm gonna run an ad. I was gonna get something to eat, but maybe I'll just think about how you got your name. I'm still gonna run the ad. Okay, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. I know how you got this name. I know how you got this name. Are you ready for this? So, the story starts in fucking Grimsby. Which, for those of you who don't know where Grimsby is, how do you spell Grimsby? It's here. That's where Grimsby is. So Grimsby, it's in Grimsby. Okay, and we got Linketh 1, right? So you're actually quite old. But really the story, and your name is Peter. But really the story begins with your older brother Marcus. Marcus was an avid fan of early games that came out. You know, he was kind of early to games. Still only a child, although he is quite a bit older than you, is our Marcus. And so Marcus used to love playing games. And in particular, there was one game that he really, really loved. Okay? There was one game that he really, really loved. And that was The Legend of Zelda. He loved The Legend of Zelda. Okay? And he loved The Legend of Zelda so much that when your parents, Deborah and Jonathan, got pregnant with their second child, and he was about 10 years old at this point, he convinced your parents, can we please name him Link? Okay? Can we please name him Link? And they did. And they called you Peter because they wanted to give you a real name as well. But your middle name is Link. And that's actually how you went. Because, see, the thing is, your brother Marcus, he used to dress you up. You know, he used to dress you up as Link as well. Okay? So, and you quickly became known as Link. You went by your middle name because you didn't like the name Peter because the year was 1995. And Peter was an old name by then. So you went by Link instead. The thing is, Peter, Link, whatever you want to go by, you are severely dyslexic. Severely. It's a terrible thing, you know. It's not your fault, of course. That's just the way it is. And you're also not the brightest. So that's just the way it is. And you always struggled to spell. You know, it just didn't work for you whatsoever. And you always got jumbled up in your own mind and stuff like that. But you knew that you were the real Link. You were the first Link. The thing is, you weren't that bright. So you spelt Link like this. And you were the first Link. But the thing is, you weren't that bright. So for whatever reason, you used to think that first, instead of being represented by one ST, would be one TH. The Firth. And the thing is, because of your dyslexia and things getting jumbled up and everything, it was like, do you put the pound sign before something, you know, a number, or do you put it after? You didn't know, so you put the one. Link the one. I feel like half the time you explain a name, someone's dyslexic. Well, yeah, because people have weird names. Was I close? He cooked and said my real name. That's crazy.
Aside, nobody really brings
okay, I'm gonna go make my breakfast. I'll be back.
Buzz did play that Euro at the 10 Invitational, and it was not successful at all.
True, for good reason. Plus, I don't think
yeah, viewers are all dyslexic.
True.
I don't think DRX is that type to like deviate from
What's on flashback?
That works. Just
He's
they
good.
might want to put in a little bit more homework before they actually do that. Talon, though, I would say they would be willing to bring out a wild card if ever.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, maybe purposely. You know, they show the standard composition in that last match against Secret. They just crush them, and then they still have another card in their book. And then the other thing to question is this was one of those maps that Foxy9 was playing that KO on during the offseason when they weren't playing the Yoru, and it didn't look that good. You know, the timings and then the flashes, you know, being able to swing on it on his own as well. But also, we know how important it's become now on Ascent for KOs to support their Jets with long-range flash drives. Sure. And I'm curious if that chemistry is there for Buzz.
I mean, you'd have to imagine that if there isn't a compositional difference, if it is going to be that, we're still going to be seeing Stax playing the Sova, something that we saw from him the other day, and looked wildly improved. So if Stax is Sova, as poor as it looked initially when we first witnessed it, if it can get to that point that we saw from them versus DFM, then I think that Foxy9's KO could have a very similar growth pattern.
Not to mention, you also still do have the Sentinel showdown that we have because JetBoys has had an amazing performance. For sure, he's riding on a lot of momentum there. As we jump into our highlights, we can see many of them, but he will be up against, of course, Flashback on the other side. And on Ascent, of course, it's very important, especially when you do have so many players that love to flank.
Yeah, I mean, on Split, you can talk about it's more about the setups and how much time you can buy. Of course, on the attack, it's about your lurks. But on Ascent, at some point, you're going to have to anchor down against multiple people. It's just going to happen on this map when you're playing that Sentinel on the defensive side. And if JetBoys can frag out like he did during these highlights on Split, then I think DRX is also going to find it's not going to be as easy.
And we'll, take a little bit of time before we get into that agent select, but just some further conjecture thinking about it now. I could actually very much see DRX potentially leaning into the T1 composition setup for this, where they actually keep Foxy 9 on the Viper, don't bring the KO into the mix. That is something that they absolutely could run, and it would suit their strengths quite a bit. That also allows for Stax to stray away from that Sova if he's not feeling as confident with lineups on Ascent. And he goes back into the Fade, which he's proven many times over that he's very confident on.
That's an interesting note, mostly just because even though T1 played it well, I don't think as many people were convinced about that composition and the way they played it. Obviously, we've seen other teams internationally prove that Viper is viable on Ascent, but perhaps just not as dominant. You have to play that in such a unique way, and you have to be so well in tune in terms of your comms and the timings of how you navigate the toxic screen. So, but it's good news. The good news is there are these options, right? Whether it's the Viper, I mean, maybe even some form of that combination with Harbor and being able to put up all these walls and push through like Paper Rex used to in the past when they were trying out the Reyna on Ascent. So
no surprises.
Nope. No surprises.
No surprises at all.
Stock standard mirrored compositions.
Oh my gosh. Well, what else were we expecting? I don't know. We were hoping maybe there would be something new, but as of now, we are seeing, of course, this mirror match, and I think right now DRX, of course, riding on all of that momentum.
Yeah, I think the upside here for Talon Esports is obviously Sova fits on this map way more comfortably than he does on Split. So for Lenny, who did have a poor performance in that opening map, I think that this should be him getting into a much more comfortable position.
Yeah, and also my eyes once again on the duelists and their operator battles. Buzz has been continuing to prove that he's found that comfort throughout the offseason towards the end of last year as well. But now coming back into VCT Pacific kickoff, going up against the likes of Governor, does he have a good start on it?
I think the biggest question here for Talon is, do they know the telling signs of when the tiles crunch is going to happen? We'll see.
We will indeed see as we toss it on over to our casters, Paper Thin and Azurai.
Thank you. We enjoy that. And now we're about to enjoy the second game, but I really do want, like, at some point, right, we get a different composition from any team. We've seen it yesterday, but I want to see it more.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad T1, gives us something a little bit different. I mean, why not just, four initiators?
We're in.
Saw that in another region.
Normal comps? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. Go with something creative. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably see that if Ascent maybe gets reworked.
Okay.
I had to dig deep into the history books to find a last match that Paper X didn't play a duelist. It was like 2022.
Really?
Yeah. I found some where they weren't playing duelists, which shocked me.
Flashback. Actually not tagged by the blade, so his
observe.
turret is still somewhat active. Governor does take him down, so that's a clean cut.
Shouldn't have praised Flashback.
Doors being closed, no one hiding inside the smoke. And the rest of DRX marching their way onto heaven here. Lots of the players of Talon looking well to receive.
Oh.
Paranoia also hits Governor, but he can hide, pocket himself here on that little gap. Waiting for the smoke to dissipate. They do spot him, and that's just going to be a quick, clean kill for Buzz. Foxy 9 follows up with another.
Low.
Lenny charging right in.
JetBoys is low.
This is just going a little bit awry here for Talon. Two of them playing inside the smoke, having to push out, but it's just too hard for Talon to really convert these kills.
Still has half, so there's plenty of time.
Doing a well damn good job at getting the kills. Has he bought enough
They had
time?
loads of time. I don't know why they thought they fucking had to
it was
stick.
halved.
Should walk.
I like the ideas here
I need
from
to eat
Talon.
first, I think that's the thing.
When that smoke drops,
Yesterday
I think
walking
Governor's
didn't
just gotta
work.
back off.
I
Because
don't
that gives
know
away
how
that
that
angle. I
happened.
think his gun sticks out there. I suspect because DRX
Massive
all of a
retake
sudden,
from
like,
DRX,
were looking
4v5.
right at it. Or at least they had seen.
I
maybe
never
seen
loved
it
this
or
angle, to be
suspected
honest.
it, and he was going to do something like that.
I feel like
Up
this
on out
so rarely ever
for
finds
Buzz.
value when you stand up here.
So curious to see how he's going to put that to use, and that's a tough tough loss here. Or Talon, you'd love to get.
Like I feel like you just have to pick a timing and like flash and swing, but
especially
people, whenever
so
someone
hard
just
to
stands there, like
purchase
you
rounds.
you're just in trouble.
It's just a 4-stack. Massive numbers advantage here for Talon A main. Leaving their teammate, Jit Boys, somewhere on mid. He actually leaves his turret. Oh, the turret vanishes on the minimap. Did he recall it, or was it just Ares spam? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I barely heard the siren. Yeah, the song of the Ares.
What is the song of
You
Ares?
do okay on my from this wall instead of this one?
Oh wait, are we talking about like the God of War?
Some
or-
reason.
Yeah. I was gonna say some kind of metal music, right?
Okay, I thought you were talking about like the Princess of Atlantis, or
Could be either. Okay, no, those dos.
So turret contact.
All right, well, Stacks is just.
yeah.
I wonder if he'll
waiting
turret
over.
contact
Nano
wait
Sword's
the
at
second with
door.
where he's standing.
It's gonna be tricky. I mean, you can see that.
Could still be
Bandit-
risky,
not
'cause he's
Bandit,
kinda-
Cruz is trying to cut through mid.
There it is. He can't find it though. He's just jumping up and down. Flashback does find the lurking Cruise on mid. And finally, are we getting value off of the Outlaw? Boy, we are.
Spike down.
Talon is just... Yeah, this is not a round they can really do anything on. Maybe they get lucky, pop shot through the smoke, but again, that's just wishful thinking for the most part.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Need to die.
You're just hoping somebody makes a mistake over aggressives. There's one. Okay. So you get flashback out of it. That's not too bad, but still, you don't mind that at all as DRX. Just making sure you finish the job. Keep 4 over.
Leave no survivors.
Exactly. And while we have a moment, I did ask about the Foxy 9 positioning on that showstopper.
On split.
On split. We'll call it miscommunication.
Okay. I thought you were going to go into great detail about that.
Nope.
Placing swarm
Okay.
grenade.
That's all it was. I read way too much
Miscommunication.
into it. It was just straight up just, you know, Foxy 9 just not quite prepared for it.
I mean, it still sort of worked because like Buzz was able to do
Yeah.
so.
Oh my God.
Okay. Shit boys lighting things up. Foxy 9 though flashes himself into the open.
Clean.
DRX, very much known for the Korean flash and dash, but it's been thwarted as well as the pinch on mid, leaving flashback on the fight. Governor tanks a couple of the bullets, and that's going to be a quick round for Talon here on their gun round.
I do really like that Outlaw purchase in the second round as well, because it forces your opponents to have to try to go for full armors, like if they can. Like it forces out some extra economy. I know that seems a little obvious, but it's just something that is a really nice touch here. Because you haven't seen a ton of Outlaws from DRX. I mean, you see them all over the other teams.
Yeah.
But I like that pickup there for Buzz. Stacks now with the Odin. Of course, you have a Hunter's Fury for Lenny already. Having a really solid start despite the scoreline for Talon. So let's see if he can...
Can he break that? Okay, I'm not sure if he broke it or it was just picked up. In any case, B-main is getting pushed once again. Stacks, they got to be prepared for this because right now he's got the better weapon to just...
Okay, he didn't go for it.
Yeah. This is
What if
such
he
a
will
tough
off a
angle to
random
push.
timing?
It requires such good coordination with your utility. That Chuck Dart just going to go too far for Jit Boys. Everybody else peeling off. Not a lot of contact through mid or over towards A for Lenny, so he says,
Where you going, boss?
We've hit a little bit of a roadblock in that Odin. Let's not mess with it. Or at least let's attack it from a different angle, potentially.
So they want to
He's
come
setting
up mid,
for an
yeah?
A-crunch through short.
What are you
Foxy
doing?
9.
Oh my god, you
that's
got that kill?
Is that going to gravitate the rotation?
Oh my god.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
lovely.
Yes, it is!
Fuck me.
Jit Boys with the hat
What's
trick.
Cruz
3
doing?
kills. Every single time we look at anybody from DRX, I thought, okay, Jit Boys is done
30
for.
seconds left.
And then he just surpasses, exceeded all expectation.
I thought he'd get the 1, and then maybe
I didn't think
there
he'd
were
get
2
the
other
1.
members of DRX there, he might get taken out, but the fact that he gets 3 there is just gorgeous.
Sometimes
from
just
Jit
you do a
Boys.
play
They got
so
locked
weird
down
that
too.
no one
I mean,
expects it,
what
right?
a play.
The rest of the team was coming ready
Insane.
to take mid here.
Listen up, kids.
So what I
Sometimes
thought
all you
he,
gotta
I
do
mean,
is walk
in
up.
my mind,
Sometimes
probably
you
the
just gotta
better
shoot
play is to just sit here, wait for this alarm bot to go off, see if there's any reaction.
Wow.
Right, see if you can one here, and then two, maybe you see someone, get a kill.
Yeah, it turns out you
precise gunplay.
You gotta kill people with guns.
Man.
Well, usually you gotta kill people with guns. Not always.
Yeah. In Valorant.
In Valorant.
Instead we just fucking walk out.
Looking for some exit frags here. Looks towards the archway. Hoping that someone pockets themselves there, but DRX, as you can see on the map,
And yeah, just basically call them sleeping. I mean, here on B, both him and Stacks just sleeping.
Just such an unexpected play.
Because really, Stacks has no
like
reason to not like just be here waiting to swing off the contact.
Challenge you like that. You know,
as long as that alarm but's up, there's really no reason to
sentinel, your job is
not
to
just be here just chilling for that.
Right? Yeah. To make sure that
no one flanks.
No, it's an unexpected play, but like he's not doing anything else.
What if I just step on in?
Go for this.
And it's on a good mental call too, because there were nanoswarms, but there wasn't any alarm bots or turrets that actually gave away his position.
Flashback got tagged up a bit.
True. Buzz is here. There it is again. The Korean contact on tiles. And this time it works. Look at the damage. Flashback coming in. He wants to help out his teammate, but it actually blows up in his face. Ban was prepared. Ban was ready.
Nice.
And Cruz
Talon,
all the way from nowhere. Spots out the last. Foxy9. That's all the information they need. He can go straight up onto the A side. Foxy9. It's a 50-50. His guess, pretty correct. Gonna hear the smoke here. Does have a blade. Lenny is low. Waiting, and here comes the push out.
Why are you the only one on
Lenny
site?
is low. Cruz
still.
Yeah. Spike's been dropped too. There is time for Talon.
Why the fuck are you over here?
Before they start working against Foxy9, the problem is
3v1.
Reposition elsewhere,
play
so they're
together.
have to
Like, stop trying to be the one who wins the round.
I think he spotted him too on Dice. Paranoia out in the open, and they huddle up. You saw the dink on the brain of Ban. Ooh, that was... could have been something.
I mean, look, Foxy gave himself a really good
Buzz goes for an
opportunity
off.
to do
I mean,
something there. Tough play, but hit the dink. Got that one kill on a nasty flick. What a one tap by Ban, by the way. That was a clean shot. Yep. Okay.
It's so
I hope people learn that in a 3v1,
gotta
just
scoot
fucking
over.
stick together and you'll win the round.
What a round two. DRX not really giving up mid control at all.
No. And it's still, working well for Talon. They're still able to
Again,
recover
same
because
side. The
they're
problem
making
here,
good
though,
moves
again,
at
is
the right
like,
time. Stacks. So
if they
Odin,
rush
by the
you,
way, oh no.
You're in trouble.
Governor's there to feed off of the Hunter's Fury as well. And he's
And
not
Flashback
one.
can't aim this map. He's lost his aim.
Kebabs.
He cannot aim.
Flashback.
So yeah, this is the problem with
Secures
DRX.
up
Like,
that B side.
normally you see this spam, right, from
And all
like
in the
this
span
side
of a
here,
couple of seconds.
just down this way.
That's Op gone.
But you
That's
see
Odin
that like
gone.
Stacks is doing from here. Now
All
this
of
maybe
DRX's
is more
economy.
likely to get a kill, I guess,
Getting thrown to
because
the
you're a
wind.
bigger threat to this. But if they just decide to sprint at you,
These rounds.
you can't
turn
really
on a
like
dime
get
so
into a good
quickly.
position. And like as you
That's
see
just a
there,
great
it was a
execute
nice,
Absolutely.
nice call by Governor.
That's a nice shot, though.
They are chasing for this. They
You
have
know,
the money
to
to
get
do
up
so.
in there.
Just take away the weapons, right?
Oh, yeah, look at Governor's money. He's completely full buy, yeah.
Yeah. Bro is yoked. I didn't even realize he was on an operator too.
I think he picked it up off of Buzz.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you for confirming that. But yeah, this will just, you know.
Can we see the execute again? I'd love to see this execute again. Like, from, like, Governor's perspective. That'd be beautiful.
True. Just wanted to add too, that was a long delayed recon dart from Lenny that also transitioned into a Hunter's Fury at the same time, which was
DRX.
why we
I mean,
saw.
could Talon actually
so
win
he's, like,
this
waiting
game?
for that to land, and then
It
he's
seems
like,
possible.
"Man, Hunters
I mean,
is
they-
so good." I love those
Flashback-
delayed
if
recon
Flashback
darts,
isn't
like,
shooting
a lot
back,
of
then they
teams just,
definitely
like,
can.
shoot them out right away, and then they wait to hear who clears it, and then they're like,
Yeah.
okay, we know where that person
This
is
guy.
based on that. But I like them where you like use other util first, like flash and smokes, dash in, and then the recon dart lands like like a half a second after Governor gets in there.
Yeah.
Even if the Hunter's Fury wasn't there, right? Like,
Yeah. You know how you just like dominoes, right? That just fall to create this nice little trail?
Yeah.
It just feels like that when you have that sick execute.
exactly.
All falling into place.
It's so satisfying when that works out. Like, it's just, you just feel like such a genius.
Yeah. Imagine Lenny just, you know, you animate him. He's a character that just has a brain that's pulsing, and his head is getting bigger and bigger.
He's definitely the character that's wearing the glasses and is like pushing him up with like his finger on his nose, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, they have the
Or,
two
you know,
saved guns, but
Western style.
it's probably going to be a bit slower
Knight
here
also
from
good.
Talon. And a lot
We're
of
off
folks
of that
that's just
timeout
been
now.
towards B. They've just basically
Any aggressive stance here,
said these
posture
two
from
aren't
DRX.
going to shoot back
No more
anytime soon,
Korean
so
flash
let's
and
just
dash.
fuck them.
Buzz does have the blades though.
Yeah.
What do you think about Zeta?
Sometimes you will see a flash dash off that, but obviously we can see him on the map. But
Mid.
that is not the case.
Mid in the way that,
Instead,
like,
just kinda
they're actually
taking their
kind of
time,
like
popping the blades
what
a
the
little
word
late.
actually means.
Flashback
Not what
gun
it's become
got
to
hit
mean.
by that. 0 points.
Because
so
mid means
this might
bad,
catch him a
but
little bit off guard. Let's see if they're ready for it.
Does Foxy Knight found one already?
Ooh.
Flashback. He doesn't have any more bullets. Okay. Oh! Buzz is so quick. Able to get the punish. And these multi-kills all across the
Picks up the
map.
L.
Actually, no, it's just condensed on B main. It's
see
taking
with
down
a weird
3 of
flash.
the players of Talon here on a thrifty round of DRX too.
I don't know who that
Ooh,
flash
that's
is
a whiff.
for, to be honest.
But never
Spike
mind. These
down,
sheriffs absolutely diesel in the hands of DRX. Lenny. Lenny. Oh, that's the one that takes down Buzz. Come on. That's something.
ahead.
Fucking
I
kill me.
mean, he still has time. He can pick up that spike slowly but surely, you know, work his magic into the site itself. He's got plenty of bullets, plenty of time, plenty of opportunity.
30 seconds left.
Lenny's just
Sticking with the
What are
Odin.
you doing, Stacks? Get on.
too. Tag for Foxy 9, flash as well. Now Lenny's starting to run out of time. His opponent Stacks was somewhere on stairs, actually went to lane. Couldn't really address that, and Talon, he got swept.
And I like the play here, like, right as they're approaching, the flash in there, and, you know, Governor has to get a little bit
This
extra
was a messy
to find
round
that
all the
kill
way through.
because they got completely caught off guard by flashback in that position. Turret didn't give it away. Nothing gave it away until the gun started firing.
True.
Now Buzz back
Come
with the
back
op.
to their B main exec.
Able to, I think they picked it up, yeah, had to.
That was the first time that Flashback also actually played on that pocket position on B main.
Yeah, he's never done it before, exactly.
Yeah.
And now they're trying a
So
different
the
look at
KO
it.
to try and make it
You
look
know,
like
Buzz
they're
can
taking
dash away
A.
and seeing if they can fool him again. If they were to push this way. And so far, looks like they might try.
DRX doing the same killjoy setup pretty much every single round.
Buzz can take the opening shot and then run. Van,
Ooh, Mako
not going to be challenged, though.
barely just shows himself. At least that makes it so that Ban knows that no one is going to be playing on Wine. I wonder if Ban's, you know, confident enough to pick up that orb, because he's one away from getting his null command. I think he did, yeah.
We're not going
Yeah,
to sacrifice this guy, right?
Here we go.
Ooh, Flashback is still pocketing into the corner. I mean, it's a 1-for-1 trade. You're not going to get fooled twice, but he's done some damage. TP coming to the back of the site. Looks of things.
Whoa.
Me.
Ooh, that whiffs. Buzz has the operator, and he chases down
Spike
Lenny.
down B.
The tags with the recon dart. I don't know if it's actually going to do any damage whatsoever.
Oh,
so they have
my.
to wait
What?
for the site.
30
Now this
seconds
time, what's the play? The TP out. They do reduce ban. Cruz, here's the reload. Buzz playing this absolutely perfectly, but he does have to deal with so many of these angles. And Cruz coming in from the back of the site.
I mean,
Assists,
DRX
takes
are
down
in control
Mako,
of this
and takes
round, and
another
then
round.
This is a
how
very
they
nice
didn't
recovery
get
here by
any of these
Talon.
kills
A
and
great
both
reaction to
died
Flashback's position, even
is
though
kind
it
of
catches them
unbelievable.
off guard
I actually think,
momentarily,
honestly,
they're able to
there was a
get it,
KO
and then
knife from
a little
Foxy
bit of
9 on A that I
whipping
think
shooting, to
saved
be frank.
Talon from absolutely giga
towards
trolling.
that B main from the alley. That cost DRX 2 players and probably cost them the round. You
Which
know,
just
they
goes,
have
again, just
kind
goes
of
to show
out in the
how
open,
bad
dead
some of
to
these
rights,
ideas
but they
are.
just can't get
I'm
the
pretty
sprays
sure
under
what
control.
happened in that round was that Talon, I think, wanted to go for an Aztec. They wanted to go for a KO ult on A completely alone, and then they were going to come B. But he got KO knifed, and they were impatient enough to just say, fuck it, let's just go B without our KO. And it still worked. They take a timeout. Maybe because they just were about to run one of the fucking stupidest plays you can, but... You refuse to believe it? I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch that round, just the way that... Who's on fucking KO for them?
It's just falling into place.
Whoever's on KO for Talon...
On that first map,
definitely was posturing as if I'm gonna KO. Like they were sticking around in here, they were throwing their KO knife, they were like, they looked like they were ready to go. And then Foxy just threw like a KO knife here, like suppressed him, and he was like, fuck, I guess I'll walk back.
Certainly. A lot of ultimates for DRX. Let's see if they want to invest them. Quick dash. And quick kill.
DRX can't aim
there you go.
in this game for whatever reason. Feels like they've lost a lot of gunfight.
Buzz trying to bring back a weapon for his teammate there. It's him and Mako at the back of the site. Guardian and Outlaw in hand. But no follow through from Talon. They cut noise.
I think just a little bit too much contact for their liking there. Rather look for the less stacked side.
It was like this. This is what the map was like. Are they going for it again?
Doing a really
Oh no,
nice
he's used
job
it. He used his ult.
young
But this is what the map was like. I mean, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong because they're doing it
Really
again.
smart round.
But normally when you see a map like this
Buzz.
against a fucking eco, why is our KO in A main?
Guardian's just something out there. Governor making sure that he can clear
Oh,
all
if we could
these
aim.
spots.
Oh,
Whether
if they were
it's the
playing a
Killjoy
team who could
utility
aim,
or
they might be in trouble.
Stacks tucked in on logs. Gonna be pretty good for them. Governor. Now, yeah, he's just gonna back away. He doesn't want to be in that space where he's alone. Always one touch.
What the fuck are Talon doing? How are they getting away with it?
And
What the fuck is
lo and
this?
behold here, Paper. They even used the lockdown for all of that safety, even though this isn't the strongest buy for DRX.
Like, because
Yeah,
this
moral
isn't a
victory here for
fake.
DRX.
This
To
is
get
just
that
a
lockdown
KO
first
here,
out
and then we're
because there was enough
sprinting up here.
pressure. Can't find the kill. Governor with
We aren't
4.
giving them any time to
That's right.
rotate. We just happen to be
Really-
playing against a team that can't
Really good
fucking
stuff
aim
from
for
them.
shit.
Great decision making. Yeah, you use the lockdown, but I think better safe than sorry, and you might as well cycle it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe you get lucky and Jip Boys pops off again and you get another one.
He has done that as well, right? We've seen the highlights.
They're conditioning them what? For shit plays?
That being said, I just noticed DRX sitting pretty on top of 4 big ults.
Repel them.
This has to be it, right? Like, you got to use them this round, or at least a couple of them. Make sure you get this round. Like, you would love to get this to 6-6.
Have I tried the new Vandal? Is it good? I haven't
There's
tried.
no reason not
What do you mean by new Vandal?
If you
Either
can,
way,
but
no.
It's just been a great map here for Talon. They're showing a ton of different looks. They're all over the map. They're making it really hard to read
The
them.
last
and
Vandal skin I
again,
bought was the
gunplay,
Champs.
That's a great start for Buzz.
They were kind of expecting somebody was pushed up on B main. Well, joke's on them.
Okay, then move the Killjoy setup to A. And they got
It
4
feels bad.
ults. They gotta win
Yeah.
this round.
Not again. Okay.
I mean, it's satisfying for us as viewers.
The time will run out in this round
Not
before
too
they
satisfying for Talon there. if
really
they,
even try to touch a site.
overdid
Is
it.
gonna be
Well,
my
you're trying to bait it out to
guess.
see if it's still there, right? Like,
Yeah,
you're looking for it. And Governor's got an op of his own, so DRX fully aware of it. Playing in positions where he can't really get good use of it. But this mid has been completely left unaccounted for. All of the KJ utility is right outside A main, so this is tricky.
You talk about it too, so they switched the weapons.
30
It's in Governor's hands now. The rifle. Now they know that the operator is here on B. Bond finds Stacks somewhere outside of the map here, or outside of the B site. This leaves Foxy9 and Buzz by their lonesome. The tags can't shoot through the wall. 14 seconds, they have to fight this, and Mako somehow finds access to the back of the site, probably through. It's from the shadows.
Enemy remaining.
DRX
Spike
securely
down,
taking B. And Bond,
Jeez.
I mean, he could make this expensive. He might not win the round, but he can take away some guns off of the hands of DRX.
That is some crazy good shooting today from Ban. Like, really, really accurate stuff.
That's why
that he's
Pacific's so slow, since
displayed
the
with that
Jet has
Vandal.
an up. I mean, it does make sense,
Just
but
thoroughly impressed with Talon Esports. Yeah, they lose that round, but they make it costly every time for DRX. Very rarely here on Ascent has it looked clean. it has been.
I mean, they look like the better team, to be honest.
Talon will fight for every inch, and they react really well to stuff.
Again,
like
they go Killjoy,
all that info onto the site after Buzz is running away. It's a good play here by Foxy9 using the KJ utility to buy some time as well. So really good back and forths with the utility usage.
God, this map's fucking boring.
Really pivotal op kills.
What is that to
That's
say?
huge for DRX.
And we're not even done with the first half.
That hasn't been said before. Other than Stacks are
it feels like
fucking
it's just
chilling
going
back
on
in
and on
Nani.
forever. So many different rounds. Feels yeah.
This is how it feels to play an EMEA, man.
Really?
Long matches.
Buzz? Ah. They just barely get out of their positioning. Is Governor gonna swing this? I think he just saw a little bit of skin there.
You almost died to that.
He's about to swing this. He's so prepared. Governor's down and Buzz.
Oh my god. I mean, if Governor committed to that fight the first or second time, he was dead.
And he's not done. Another one too. Another one. He's speaking for another one.
I love slowly contact
And
walking in
another one.
Dono.
Not yet. Hold on.
I love it.
Okay. Has to use the dash away. But the damage is done. I mean, even though
I fucking love
again,
it.
they do get that short control, it's not going to be enough. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it.
He knew.
Yeah.
Like,
Who needs util? Especially when no one off is around.
I can keep doing
Why use
stuff like
util?
this.
Why use util when no util
He's got a
does
blade
trick?
storm too, so. I mean, he knew that the economy was fine. Like, there's no reason.
Wow.
I fucking
This
love that
is
from Ban.
really encouraging.
That's
For a
crazy.
DRX fan, because the only knock on Buzz really.
Let's just try
sometimes is
walk into
offing
it
is
off
great.
again.
Yeah.
And like this is.
That's crazy.
Again, he's been improving in my eyes.
I seen the
throughout
Ye tweet. I
the
saw
last
part
year.
of it.
It's been getting steadier and steadier, better and better.
Something about him
He's looking
seeing visions or something.
Now you got all these ults to work with for DRX. Could be that 6-6 that they were looking for 3 rounds ago.
Buzz turning into the complete package. And don't forget, DRX, it's not just one player. The entire team is just stacked right now. Mako finding Governor as he just was floating in midair.
Now the pings are coming down here for Talon to head towards B, and the KJ utility is set up for that dash around that corner. Buzz, excuse me, Stacks.
Let's go for a full. I mean, do they know that
with
mid
that
exists
drone.
in this map?
Now,
These Talon boys.
Flashback is trying to push up the timing here.
Fucking hell,
You might actually get it,
5v4.
too.
5v4 and you got to kill with them.
Oh, yeah.
course
Gets
it
two.
works.
That's going to allow Stacks to rip one out with the Hunter's Fury. Only gets the one charge in, but that's more than enough. Leaving Jit Boys in a very decrepit position, and Stacks finds it. And that's going to be our first half done.
Man, you guys are brutal. Not sure what happened last series. I've
nice
never had
bounce
my
back
vision
for
start to
DRX.
become blurry
I
during a
mean,
game.
what a half
There were
for
people on my
both
screen
teams.
sometimes and I didn't
Again,
even react.
really
And the
like what I'm
worst part
seeing
is,
from Talon. They are
I have no idea what caused
DRX
it.
everything they can handle.
I know some of you are mad, but please don't blame the coaches or my
You
teammates.
have
If
to
you
be
want someone to
impressed
blame,
with this
blame
Talon
me.
squad. A lot of question marks about them this
People
year.
are blaming
Again,
you
other than
already.
a couple players, a lot of new faces. And we knew them from other teams, but how is it all going to fit
What is
together?
this?
How is the communication going to work?
What?
I'm
Anyway,
real.
fine.
This has been a great couple maps. Split
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
This is also very, very good. And
Taki,
not
you've
just in
taken
terms of,
Mike's
like,
spot.
It's exciting.
Taking
Woo,
his role.
Shooting guns good. Yay.
Yeah.
I think more teams are
That's
changing
awesome.
this income.
But, like,
I mean, some
But, like,
are
the
trying
mental
shit.
games, like Talon does a great
Some
job
have realized
moving
that
around
Viper
map,
is the
reading
best agent in the game.
situations. And then there was some good
But there are still
adjustments
some
towards the
who
end by
refuse
DRX, so.
the new ways.
And they are making plays that is set to punish certain situations. It's just that DRX
Oh,
aren't in
I
those
was the
situations,
original.
and it kind of blows up in the face of Talon from
Jesus,
time to
Yeah,
time.
didn't realize
yeah.
it was such a
Yeah.
touchy subject.
They kind of go for some hard reads
Okay.
that just aren't quite there.
Yeah.
Probably need
if
a
it
pistol
works,
round win
they're
here.
geniuses,
Again,
but it's
Pacific
not-
can be more tech-sided on a
it
set
turns
in
pretty
general,
sour
but
pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, and it's a little bit tougher now to get hard reads on DRX. It used to be kind of easy. They were kind of a known quantity. But now with the new players and stuff, you can see there's different flavors here to DRX. They're not quite, in my opinion, that same team. And going for a view of what was in mid, and lacking was any information there for DRX other than the lack of information itself.
Yeah. No push out from Talon on B main. Turret was just recalled there by flashback. Here's the setup. DRX, they've done this countless times already on A. It's a clean take. No one was there for any kind of contact whatsoever.
Okay, full retake with a full Sova util.
They're just going to use this time to clear all the extra angles, right? Is anybody holding on mid? Lurking? Nope. So it's probably just going to be sight and A main. We've cleared them as much as we can. So here we go. Let's just retake it. Flashback, great shot onto Governor. That's going to be banned. Getting the quick trade-off. And here comes the waterfall. Oh, pouring outside. Oh, what? What? Right on top of him and Lenny. It's the Goomba stop on top of Foxy9. You love to see it. The pretty
for some reason we were scared of a shock dart.
Just what
Super
a flood
scared.
retake there. Just
So they were super slow
everybody
planting
hitting
the
their
spike and
shots
then
on the
just
way in
absolutely
on
destroyed.
Talon.
It would have been better off not planting after
exactly
a while.
what you need. I mean, they
keep
identified the
tapping
player in
it.
the corner.
And then just
And
fight
then
as a
it's just
team.
clean
But instead we
stuff,
just had a
man and company.
blind... They were basically playing a
Everybody covering
4v5 because the guy planting the
That's how you
spike
wanna
was
draw it
just
up.
blind.
Everybody covering a
planting.
different,
Yeah.
point of interest. And that's,
Okay, I
that's
mean,
beautiful
again,
stuff. I mean,
you've
DRX
got to be
tried to
ready
react
for
to
that,
it, but
really. This is a very, I
pretty
mean, I
spread out.
talk about
That
it all the
door
time,
was
like,
kind of the weak
pistol
point
round
in that
retake
defense
on
in
A,
terms
like,
of
this
number of
is,
people watching it
like,
that could watch it quickly.
Yeah.
At this point, it feels like 90% of
was
the
a
way
great
the pistol
exploit
rounds
by
play out,
Talon.
on a sense.
the pop shots just
It's not like
working
it's
through the
crazy
smoke. If
new
it
thing.
did,
Yeah.
you know, amazing. Ooh. 4 detected. Hello.
That's
Pretty
some
much
info.
know the round at this point.
Nice to see you.
Oh my god, they still got one out of that.
I love the long range stinger from Cruz on Heaven.
Beautiful stuff.
Flashback. Oh! Lenny's could actually be in trouble here. Thankfully enough, able to just nick the kill just before. Stack and Buzz.
Is DRX
Force
an
back.
acronym?
Shock dart.
Funny, they were talking about that on the
Could have
desk
been in
before,
for
that it used
that
to be like
round, but
Dragon something?
Able to just at least back away.
Dragon X Gaming or
Repositions
something?
quickly
But now
and
it's not.
Talon. Second half at least starts favorably for them.
It's a great round. You gotta love it. And woof, the operator already. They saved. They cut funds. If you noticed that the guns weren't exactly as good as you normally expect.
Yes,
Stinkers,
Dragon.
right?
If that...
That's the cut fund
If
for
that
this
was a-
early operator to really try to snowball this half.
It's a
out of
shame
control.
High-Low. If
Yeah,
High-Low
it's-
would have come back
think
with Dragon D's nuts,
probably
that would
wise
be a
enough
fucking
that they'll know
genius
this is a
way.
possibility. Now, will it matter?
Yeah.
You know, you
To
can know
get
the op's
someone.
coming and it still doesn't. You can still lose to it. But
That would have
At
been a
least,
fucking genius
they probably earned
nuts
it.
joke.
We're both in agreement. Both Governor
Does DRX
and
stand for something?
Excuse me, Buzz. Two heavily impactful op players. So
for sure,
yeah.
100%. I think Governor in particular has these kind of raw mechanics.
Attack-sided map? Don't worry,
So
DRX got this?
if
No.
he can continue to
They don't.
harness that energy that
They
he's
don't got this.
he's gonna be.
I actually think
nuts.
Talon have
It's
kind of
pretty
looked like the better team
malleable
for...
too, right? He's
I
not
mean, even-
just
even
running it
large
down
bots
and
the
hoping
first
that he
map as
can
well.
outmaneuver DRX because up against a team like this, that
I want
is
Talon to win. Give me
pretty
fucking
much a
new
non-starter.
blood. Give me
Right,
something
right,
interesting
yeah.
to feast upon. Give me a morsel of entertainment.
Stax is gonna find Lenny.
That's all I ask. Just a simple morsel. See, they tried to run their fake with a KO. They're trying to run
Oh,
with
look
a
at this
solo.
setup though. Turret nano
Not
storms
working,
on the
man.
left. Governor Flash is really good. Oh, Foxy9.
Okay, Cruz actually pockets himself in the same position as Governor, so maybe he's got a
enemy
chance
remaining.
to make something
Okay, they dealt with
happen
that
here.
pretty well. I mean, a
That
4-stack
is not
here
true.
against an ult?
Not true at all.
Spike
That's
planted.
He
pretty
got
good.
flashed. He couldn't let earlier op shot out and reposition. Leaves Lenny by himself. Spots
Imagine
out
GE beat
Stacks.
Zeta. Honestly,
That's
Zeta
gonna
haven't
be
looked
that.
great.
What
It could
a
happen.
round from DRX.
It wouldn't shock me.
Flawless to boot. And now you take
When
that
is the break in
third-round
Pacific?
operator away.
There's a
Yeah,
day
Talon
that
is
they
up.
have a break. Is it tomorrow?
For some rifles.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
No, they have 3 games tomorrow.
Dude, you know, alongside Flashback,
I'm gonna have to watch
Just
fucking Team
insane.
Secret again.
Well, the aim has never been the issue for Foxy. Never, ever, ever.
yeah.
the Gen G
Remember that on his
Rex.
debut too.
Oh, he was
A
bananas.
busy day
Some of
tomorrow.
the op
Fuck
shots he
me.
pulled off were-
Yeah.
3 Pacific,
He's
3
out
MEA.
That stuff. the stuff I like dream of.
You wish you could do.
Yeah,
I'm not getting up at 6 a.m.
never
for Rex versus Gen G again.
Did they
Gen G will
pocket
win
a
and
smoke
they'll
for
enjoy it.
Governor so he doesn't get tagged by the recon dart?
It's all the way to the 25th. Is it?
think they did.
Fuck.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
More games equals more money.
He's on an up again though.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm impressed. They cut funds again from Cruz. I mean, Cruz here, you know, happy to kind of, you know, I think the idea is like, right,
They
hopefully
bought him a second up.
you can
2
get a
rounds
pick
in a row.
somewhere and then, you know, upgrade the gun. And, you know, Cruz is gonna be. Ooh. Just
We didn't
barely
buy
get
it for you
down there
to
in
miss
time
that
for
shot.
Buzz.
If he gets tagged by this drone, he could be in trouble.
Trouble.
Oh boy. Had to use a lot to get out of there too. What was that?
Everything.
Yeah, everything. Cloudburst updraft. No more escape mobility here for Governor, so he's got to pick his battle. Stay anchor on the position and hold it with an
They guessed
operator.
right
Hopefully
again, though.
He hits something, because this is the second time in a row that they bought a sniper, and it's getting expensive.
Here.
My question is, does DRX
30
remember that those
seconds left.
nanos are there, right around that corner?
Ouch. Back to the side. Still not working. They're look at this execution from DRX.
It's a weird
There is
smoke. It's kinda
nothing
creating chaos
Talon
on the side.
can do to even spot anybody. The
there you
smokes
go.
are just too good. A tag is not
Spike?
going to be enough to pop shots, as we do see Mako
10
just
seconds
jumping
left.
out of harm's way. Flashback. Pocketed himself here on window. Oh, and he is just going
Nice
down,
play by
going to work.
Flashback. I mean, DRX, that was such a weird round, because this smoke was just kind of...
Equalizes.
We got some fights
that's
around
just so
Gen, but then there was
well
just this
drawn
smoke
up
on
by
side the
DRX.
vent that
Like,
no one
before
was,
it
like,
a deep
fighting.
flash, right, to clear those players up on A heaven.
That was
This
a
time it's
nice
just
look,
smokes
though.
to cut off
What?
the angle. That's all it takes. And then Talon is no idea how deep or where DRX players are. And then Flashback just
It was a
sets
weird
himself
setup
up,
as
just
well, because they were
waiting
kind of
patiently
playing
by that
anti-KO,
window,
but
right
then
in
our
with the
Killjoy was
strike.
here. Right, so
Huge.
they had like a Killjoy
What a
turret
play
and an
there,
alarm bot here,
What
but
a
they had the
call.
2 nanoswarms on
I
A.
really love that smoke. The one
But then for
just
some
in the
reason our
middle of
Jib boys
Dice as
decided
well
to
as
come
Generator.
to A,
Yes.
so if they
From
did use their
heaven,
KO
as well
ult,
as
it
hell,
wouldn't
you
have been
don't
off.
see anything.
Can't see anything that's going on the other side of the site.
Yeah. Give you so much access for the attackers, so many options. I thought that was a smoke from Talon too. It was like, is that a new defensive smoke? No, it's actually DRX.
Like, I feel like I've totally seen Omen players like throw just a smoke down in the site in that
Again.
same spot just
I mean,
to play around
they
it.
keep
you know what
running
I
into
mean?
the stack
but the way
site,
that DRX
but
found that angle for that smoke
This one
is so
should
gorgeous.
not be
it's the same
too
thing
hard.
with like the Heaven smoke on, or the graffiti smoke on Haven. A side.
Again,
right?
they kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
going for
yeah.
a bit
Same
of a
thought process. Anyways, quick little push here from Buzz. Saves himself a little
G
bit.
rush.
And there
Dude.
is a play here where Talon wants to disrupt the push, but DRX, they're ready for it. They embrace it, they engulf it, and they win it.
Now, there are a few rounds earlier in the previous half where DRX
I mean,
looked
the
a little
money
bit
is
off mechanically.
like full.
That ain't the case
Full
anymore.
money here. Again, we
This
get
is
enough.
getting pretty clean
Yeah, so
now.
they kind of go for a bit
Talon
of a
has to
GE
dip back
save
into the
where
operator pool.
we got full classics.
You do have a Blade Storm as well and a few other ultimates to back it up. Buzz continues to be just an entry specialist.
DRX take the
The
lead.
Hunter's Fury. Blade
The
Storm
Talon,
Buzz.
do something.
No command for Foxy 9.
As soon as I said, give me new blood,
Could put that to
Talon
great
get
effect. You can
destroyed.
catch either one of those big ults from Talon with it while they're trying to use it. You can get deep enough and execute, but Governor's way out here.
Third time's the charm.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Whew.
he didn't get pinged. It
He's
was a
looking
nice,
for at least another fight to work in his favor. And he's really forcing
nice KO
this.
knife by the KO.
Again, this is another maneuver from Governor. Like, I guess it's the threat more than the
Like,
impact.
what? Why are we
It
splitting up
does
here?
give you a little, like, kind of breathing room, but it's so risky. Like, if DRX has one player at top mid there sooner, like who had been hanging out up there, if they were expecting that push out,
Yeah,
then he's dead, most likely.
100%.
Get out of my
But
way.
seems like Talon is playing on that mindset, right? Buzz sweeping the back of that B site. Not going to be finding anybody. We do have at least Ban holding
So again, the
B
alarm bot
angle
goes
here.
down.
There's no smoke at the back of the site. Flashback is here on mid. They haven't cleared him
Oh
out.
my
and
God.
he
Oh
is
my
just
God.
ripping them apart. You saw 3K a while ago. He might go for a fourth. Unfortunately, Governor
3v2.
stabs him in the back. Numbers favoring
KO
DRX
turns off the
here.
alarm bot.
3 versus 2.
But still, to get 3, that's
Blades
crazy.
aplenty for Governor, but he has to start clearing these corners. B main is occupied. Buzz here to react just in case Mako falls down. Damage already done, and Buzz hyperactive. It's all down to
I don't know why he right-clicked the knives there. Don't know what he was expecting.
Very close to down. And I
He's gonna have to save. I mean, because they did go for this full save, they'll be able to buy. Especially with this save here, just Governor. Maybe someone else will fucking buy him enough. I don't know. It actually quite is interesting to go for that full save and try and get as many ops as you can.
Formations of Talon.
That's an interesting
He's
strat.
able to sneak underneath their noses and punish.
I said he wasn't shooting back in the first half, but there you go.
That could have been a huge part of that retake.
That's because I'm comparing him to that guy that we just saw.
That you could maybe clear out Boathouse with it or something like that. Instead, it's just not even available. And not only on top of that, you get 3 kills to boot and basically end the round. I mean, just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, I needed to ask. Does anyone know, is there any website where there's just like, where it just like shows the score like this updated?
Yeah, he's only died 8 times. He's got 12 assists. It's like, all right, you guys go for it. I'm doing good. Yeah, keep it up.
Like it just shows the score. No, not VLR.
This is usually the way I play Valorant.
There's like a well, VLR, isn't it slow to update it? Does it update it like in live time?
It's pretty much available for you 24/7.
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Yeah, they are hard pressed to make plays happen here. Jet Boys.
Does Wikipedia show it
on tree.
in live?
On short. He finds one. He gets double swung. Buzz, teammate, able to find that access onto the A side. Cruz by himself.
Because what I was hoping to do when we have 2 games on, someone suggested this idea that I just put the score like, I don't know, above my head or something of the other game.
When you're up against
so you can just see the score, but just that.
The staple players.
Oh, I like that. The big 3. I like that. Stealing that.
Here.
Go for it. By all means, please.
I'll make sure to give you the credit
on the stream. The problem with the stream one is though you get the replays. I mean, if there isn't one, yeah, sure, I'll just use the stream. But you'll just randomly see this go to like replay, or when the game is like in a pause or something, it'll just be like dark.
Or like the Bulls, like the second.
And I was hoping there was just one that would just show the score.
Jordan. Yeah. Ooh.
He does find Buzz though.
Just update it manually? Are you crazy?
Okay, so here's something that.
So like now, right? If I imagine if I crop this, there would just be replay.
DRX, it's literally day 1 of first strike.
Yeah.
I just want something that constantly just says,
is the coordination
it's 10-8.
and the way that they play off each other. As long as their mental stays there,
I think a betting site probably is the best way to be honest. What was the thing called? GG Bet.
That look obvious on screen, but are really hard to do in practice. Like, go into your ranked games and try to do that. Your teammates are, it's tough to do that, even with like the best of intentioned teammates.
And how they're able to mold.
Don't promote. Oh no, gambling is for idiots.
And flashback into players that can do that. The aim is already there, right? You just have to bring that DRX philosophy to these two. I think that was what you were mentioning as well with Foxy9. It wasn't really the aim that was problematic with him. It was him just not really gelling with DRX on his debut matches.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh,
he's just right in front of them. There's the Nanoswarm to assist. Jet Boys getting held down by Buzz. But Jet Boys perseveres, counteracts. Cruz coming into the back to assist his teammates supposedly with the from the shadows.
They get both
but it does absolutely nothing.
Governor's only got a classic.
There was a bit of a spark there, but
classic.
It's all been doused.
I could get this gun though.
As Foxy9, Stacks, and Mako now claim the back of the site here. Bond and Governor. That was a little bit weird. Now force it back. Mako's not even just spotted at all. Governor's looking the wrong direction, and DRX. Is this
okay, DRX, this attack side, they've just kind of turned off.
Going into playoffs.
They starting to really feel it now. I mean, great decision making, a great spot there by Stacks to give Buzz that easy kill. Good shooting here, and it is a bit of a gun difference in this round. I mean, Jip Boys, who knows? He gets those 2 kills, and if there's rifles in Boathouse or something like that, could have been a little bit of a different result, but that is the way it is. 6 rounds in a row now for DRX. Looking to close this out, looking to send themselves to playoffs, and Talon having to go for another rematch with Team Secret, potentially.
I would love to see that, though.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, the Team Secret that we saw today up against the Talon that we saw still today and yesterday.
Yeah, because Talon still looks really good.
12-8? Wow, what's the sound?
It's just DRX is...
DRX is DRX,
It's 12-8
a
now.
whole other level.
I mean, look, I've been here for a long time. Many have tried, few have succeeded.
Ooh, that went past Lenny. He didn't even see Buzz. Cruz is there to trade, good enough, but Bond, oh, yeah. They are coming into the crosshairs of the full force of DRX.
I mean, you've got a Killjoy lockdown,
yell
but...
nice after that entry. Unbelievable.
Dude is...
You know, one's playing. Oh, GG.
All right. Jet Boys. Ooh. That is a very far ultimate. Yeah, he knew it was going to get broken down.
Okay, GG. Good thing this game ended early enough. Now I can go make a video. I think this one might work, to be honest. Best of 3.gg. And I just put it here. And obviously it is going to be a bit afterwards, but... And then I can just drag it down if there's a different game on. I can just drag it down and have this instead. I can just put it on this as well. Oh yeah, fuck, we're cooking. We got it. Just put it on S tier. Are the China ones not on here? Oh, yeah, they are. Hold on, I've cooked. I've owned it. Chat. Okay, I found it. Yeah, DRX win. I'm gonna end the stream and I'll be back in. Well, I'm gonna make a video as well. And I'll be back at 4 p.m. And then 7 p.m. And then 6 a.m. And then 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 1 p.m., and 4 p.m., and 6 p.m., and 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Goodbye.